Hi, it's Pat Gillis here, and even though this is a video about understanding horses, I thought today that we should start first by thinking a little bit about computers. You know, computers have been only around for, at least in the way that we understand them, for about 100 years, and in order to be a computer scientist, you have to learn the language of the computer, which is that binary language, and you probably want to learn what others have done before you so that you can build on what they've done in the past. If you think about it, horses have been around for 55 million years, but we only domesticated them 6,000 years ago. But in that 6,000 years, there were people that relied on horses more than we can possibly imagine. And a lot of training, a lot of experimentation went on during that 6,000 years, you can be sure. Now, we do have the writings of Xenophon from 350 BC, where he talks about how cooperation with the horse is better than coercion. A lot of the principles of training that the classical schools still rely on. And Xenophon was certainly working off of riding masters long forgotten, but he was building on that to create what he created in his principles of riding. And I just mention this because a lot of the times I think that we start out when we first learn to ride thinking that somehow maybe we can reinvent the wheel a little bit. If we're kind of keeners and enthusiastic, we might want to try different methods of training. It's not that there's something wrong with that, but I think where the problem is that you want to first understand what has gone before. So, you know, rather than trying different types of equipment or something you saw on Facebook, a different training technique or whatever, perhaps maybe first learn what has gone before so that you don't repeat the mistakes. If you're a computer scientist and you want to just jump into trying something new, you might end up blowing up your computer, but you know, you can start again or reprogram it or whatever. But if you're working with a living, breathing horse and you try something that's already been tried before that is of no benefit to the horse, then it's kind of more damaging than just blowing up a computer, right? You're kind of damaging your living, breathing partner, and maybe it wasn't necessary. Maybe there was a way to sort of bypass that mistake. It's interesting. Like, it's not like to say that, hi Phoenix, it's not to say that people can't try different things. So Phoenix, do you want to say hello? He says maybe. Okay, it's not like people can't try different things. Like if you look at Caprilli, I think in the 1910s or 1911s, he's the one who, Italian gentleman who created or developed what was called the forward seat. Up until then, oh my goodness, I'm a big hit. Hi Jasper. Anyway, up until then people jumped, if you look at the old pictures, they're sort of sitting really far back in the saddle and the horse has to sort of haul them over the fence like they're water skiing over the jump. It was Caprilli who decided that probably it was better to go into a forward position so that you know, you kind of went with the motion of the horse. It's not to say that there aren't innovations that we can do with horses, but what I guess I'm saying is that you want to first learn what's been tried before so as not to waste your time, not to waste your horse's time, and not to do any damage. I think that it was Picasso who said that you have to learn the rules so that you can break the rules. And I think it's sort of the same thing with horses. We want to try to always think of the kindest way, the easiest way, the most effective way to train horses. But let's go back to the basics and we'll build on that. And I think it makes the horse happier too. Okay, thanks for watching. We will talk to you next week, and remember to thank your horse.